Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, and purchases off the wish list. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Okay, so we're going to do our 6-card spread, but also I want to use these cards. We're going to find the overall energy for this week, just overall, and then we'll get into collective energy, what's leaving, what's coming, blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. For this week, which today is April 28th, 2025, or whenever you come across this video. It's, if it resonates, it resonates. Okay, what's the overall energy of this week? Okay. Remember your crown. Okay. Protect your boundaries. Interesting. So we'll see how this plays out. But a lot of you are going to be straightening your crown this week. Okay. So we'll show you it's a swan. That might also be significant. Okay. Kind of throat chakra energy here. Heart chakra energy. Purification. Okay. All right, so let's dive in. We're going to use the tune-in deck here to start. All right, what's the collective energy, please, for this week? What's the collective energy for this week? For the collective? What's their energy this week? Ooh, okay, we have Biggie Smalls. Energy. Interesting. There's definitely overcoming something. There's an energy of, going from maybe like rags to riches, I guess you could say, or more so. There's something that I feel like you are either finding yourself, like there's a perception shift within yourself or even others, something about being successful in something that maybe others did not think that you would be successful in, or you know what I mean? Like it's kind of giving that energy of like, working really hard to accomplish some sort of goal, okay? This is showing up in the Biggie energy, right? Not that I have like pre-Biggie Smalls like energy, but it's like this is like people perceiving you or you showing up in a way of, okay, so you've accomplished something, right? You're either releasing or you're not feeling limited here, okay? There's something about like something circling back around or getting another chance. Yeah, we have life after death. So some of you have recently, you're coming out of some sort of like, I feel like you're going to be feeling on top, right? This is like, especially coming back to this, remember your crown, right? This is like remembering who you are, some sort of liberation. You may have recently just kind of like went through some like darker times or something like that, and it's like this week you're coming out of it, you're straightening your crown, right? You're feeling successful, you're feeling like you're achieving goals, like it feels really good, okay? Now, I'm drawn to this mo money, mo problems, okay? So there may be an increase in your finances, but you may be feeling as though, if you're feeling guided to kind of maybe like save rather than splurge, that might be a good idea because there may be some things coming up. These would be things, it's like not like, they would be like more practical things of like things that just need to be taken care of. You know what I mean? And they just, it may come up in a way like something sudden. And it's like, all right, well, good thing I have this, right, to take care of this, right? Okay. All right. What's leaving? The collective energy. What's leaving the collective energy, please? Okay, we have the Godfather. Interesting. So maybe somebody spying on you or somebody, some sort of, I don't know, this feels very controlling. There's a controlling energy here, okay? Somebody that is like, kind of from a distance, right? Through other venue, people or things like that. I don't know, trying to control a narrative. This is what's leaving. Okay, so somebody or something. Yeah, this is, I didn't even notice that down there, but that's exactly what I was thinking of, like kind of playing the puppet, right? This is somebody that was trying to maybe control you or somebody else, or the, like I said, the narrative in some type of way. Okay, this person could have some political connections. I feel like they are well known in some type of way, or they have some sort of, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a crime family or like, a crime organization per se, but this person was definitely using their position, whether it be in society or in your life, in a way to try to control some sort of narrative. Okay, what's coming towards the collective, please? What's coming towards the collective? This could also be there could be maybe some people that are attached to this person that could be leaving as well. Okay, so what's coming? We have do the right thing. Interesting. Okay, so I'm really drawn to this perception on here. So this could be like a new perception. Okay, there's some sort of integration of some sort of energy. All right, we have business owner. That could be, some of you could be starting a business, right? And this could be this energy. Yeah, something, delivery down here. Something's being delivered. Okay, I've never seen this movie, so I don't really know a lot about it. But, something that you've had to fight for. Okay. Something that you know is the right thing. Okay, there's something about that where you're doing something, or somebody's doing something, and it's the right thing to do, or it's but there was this conflict here. Okay, from this person or this family, or somebody's father could pass away. My condolences. There's something to what's coming as an opportunity, kind of a window. You may have been, I don't know, there's something about a situation where you're going to maybe be given a choice, right? You're going to do the right thing, I have no doubts in that. I feel like that's kind of, okay. All right, something to look forward to for the collective. There's also, look, we have waiting to exhale. So there's definitely going to be some sort of major release here. Like some sort of like celebration or something that you're going to be like, kind of like finally made it, like, hey, look, I made it. This is, and it's, we're all at different places in our life, right? So it could be a new job. It could be, maybe a business takes off, or maybe you just, are getting out of a very like manipulative and controlling situation, right? And some of you are moving into, a place by yourself, or, and maybe you only have an air mattress, right? But there's something very peaceful about being in this place, even with only an air mattress. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of feeling where it's like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a fight, but I can't believe I made it. Yes, this is something to look forward to. Okay, this energy, okay? Yes, yeah, because for some of you, this controlling energy, this what's leaving, right? Maybe it's not necessarily like this person is physically in your life, but maybe whatever type of like weight or strings that they had attached to you, you know, so and this do the right thing here is showing up in this blue color, which is again giving like throat chakra. You may be like speaking up about something like to this person or calling, you know, there may be a conversation and it may be that it's time for you to like, you know, say something, you know, like, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It could actually be this person. But for some of you, it's, you know, there's something about like not holding the peace. You know what I'm saying? And there's, yeah. And then there's this energy here where it's like, oh my goodness, that feels so good, you know? Or again, it's like you're accomplishing something, right? And for a lot of you, it could simply just be healing something that could be tied into the throat chakra, the heart chakra with this person, right? And this perception change happens, right? And then, yeah, look, we have the matrix at the bottom of the deck with training day underneath that, right? So it's like, you know, oh yeah, you're breaking some sort of code, you're seeing through some sort of veil, but this veil was attached to this certain energy, right? Or this, you know, limitation or fear or, you know, and so whether it's just you simply healing from this, or, you know, this person is actually like exiting your life, or, you know, whatever it is, and they keep saying anyone associated to this person. So some of you are about to have a bunch of people just leave your life, okay? But it is for the best, okay? Yeah, okay. What's healing? What's healing? Look, we have pretty woman here. High vibes, rags to riches. Did I not say that earlier? Okay, good-hearted, natural beauty. I feel like this is the way that you view yourself. Again, this is coming out. I don't know. It's like, I don't. You know, she was a lady of the night, and I'm not saying that any of you are a lady of the night, but there was like one situation, right, where that changed everything. That's what this feels like. You know what I mean? It's like, look, she's in a bath, right? And Matt, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like you being in this new house or, you know, whatever it is. And again, you may literally just have an air mattress, but you have bubbles and you're about to take a bubble bath. You know what I mean? Like it's in the peace and quiet, right? And there's nobody there to, you know, bang on the door or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know why they're giving this, but it's like this new space, right? I think maybe they're giving that, you know, some of that may resonate with some of you, like specifically, but there's like this energy of coming into this new energetic space, right? Where it just feels more open and more free and you can like breathe. And there's like, you know what I mean? It's like good vibes and yeah. Okay. Okay. And then, so anything that was keeping you from being in this space, that's what's healing. Okay. What's imperative for you to know? What's imperative for the collective to know, please? You're being watched. We have the Isley brothers, okay? With Who's That Lady? It's imperative for you to know that there's somebody with maybe a, I don't know, people are looking at you, and it's also imperative for you to know that what you're doing is contagious, okay? People may be following in your footsteps here, okay? But there's definitely a lot of people that are looking at you that are very attracted to you, masculine or feminine energy, all right? So it's imperative for you to know that, like, all eyes are on you. Okay? Yikes. Okay, let's go, what do we have, 14 minutes, let's go a little further, okay? We'll get this, let's get this, what is this collective energy, Biggie Smalls, please? collective energy, Biggie Smalls. What is the collective energy, Biggie Smalls? Boop, 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 boop. La-ti-da. Somebody is going to reach out to you. And this is what you're supposed to, yeah, I'm drawn back to this, do the right thing. Collective energy, please. What's this Biggie Smalls here? Yeah, jealousy and envy with endings. And third party. Yeah, somebody has to leave your... Somebody, I'm telling you, somebody may pass away. Okay, doesn't necessarily have to be a father figure, but it's definitely somebody that was doing some sort of ritual, maybe around some sort of commitment or relationship, or there's some sort of health concerns that could now, in other news, for you, collective energy, there is a transition here where if you were worried about any health concerns, or like there could have been some sort of like, maybe it's not your physical health, but maybe like the concerns of like, something that you've been very committed to, right? Like concerns about the health of that. Okay, there's a sudden transition that's going on. All right, somebody could have tried to do some sort of ritual here because they were jealous and envious, okay, of whatever this was. They maybe wanted to try to cause health concerns maybe around your commitment to this, right? To bring this to an end. But something is suddenly going to kind of erupt here, I feel. Yeah, because there's some sort of roadblock for this person, and they have to leave energetically. Yeah. Karma. Could be two people. Ice King, rich girl, rich guy. Yeah. All right. Tell me more about this. What's leaving with this Godfather energy, please, for the collective. I don't think somebody, yeah, look, we had that coming out on the jealousy and envy. Exactly. It's this person. And maybe somebody, like I said, there's like a group or something here. Tell me more. What's leaving? Godfather, jealousy, envy, please. This could also be the energy that somebody has towards you. That could also be leaving, right? This is also an energy. Yeah, this energy was very manipulative. Okay, and they have to go because there's something about it's almost like there's something that's being birthed within you that is like, it's almost like, how in movies they say that like vampires, like if they get in the sun, right, they like explode or whatever. It's like there's something so bright within you that's being birthed that it's like burning them. It's like their skin is starting to burn or something like that. You know what I mean? And so they have to like, that type of energy here. All right, interesting. Okay, what's coming with Do the Right Thing, please? What's coming towards the collective with Do the Right Thing? Actual money, what I say. What I say. But they're saying again, you know, money circulates, but there's definitely something where it's like, I feel like it'd be a good idea to maybe not be so frivolous, and not saying that you all are, but if some of you have a tendency to be that way sometimes, the divine's saying maybe you don't do that. Okay. What's coming? Do the right thing and actual money. Right, exactly. Do the right thing with the money, right? You could splurge it. You know what I mean? You could whatever it is, but, right? There may be some things coming up, or there's some things that maybe you need to prioritize, or you know what I mean? It's like that type of energy. Also, I feel like there's this could also be something too where like if any of you maybe struggle with prioritizing your money or something like that, right? I feel like that's something that's coming. It's like there's a perception change, and then, things just, but also to it, that I feel like with that perception change, there's something about your priority shifting, and then, but also because you're circulating this energy with a higher perception or different intentions or something like that, right? It flows back to you, more and faster, right? We also have this love offer. We have change, and we have sweetheart. Okay. Interesting. So some of you, I feel like with this love offer, it could go both ways, right? Do the right thing here. Yeah, we have ascending. Yeah, there's some sort of, but yeah, there's like a change happening here, okay? And then we have this sweetheart energy. This could also be like the energy of the people that come towards you, right? Romantic or platonic, either way, There's also an energy too where, as far as like if there's some sort of like somebody reaching out or conversations or something like that, right? I don't know, just the way that you're showing up. You know what I mean? I feel like people are seeing you in a changed way. These people are coming towards you. Okay, these people are, yeah, look, hello. What'd I say? Reaching out. Somebody's going to be reaching out. They're seeing you, that you've changed here. Okay? Okay. Or something like that. Or you are reaching out. Something. I just feel there's definitely some sort of like, I don't know, conversation. All right, tell me about this, something to look forward to with waiting to exhale. Something to look forward to. Yeah, faith. Exactly. You've had a lot of faith through these like trials and through this like, you know, situation, and yeah, faith, abundance. Exactly. Something to look forward to is this abundance is coming, okay? Your stability is definitely coming. It's just growing internally at this time, okay? And again, there's like this energy of like, yeah. Something to look forward to is this is coming, okay? Continue to have faith that something is showing up for you. And again, it can be, I feel like it's going to start internally, right? Like, and again, that coming out on that waiting to exhale, right? Being kind of in that new environment that's peaceful and it's just yours, right? And there's nobody there to like invade or be nosy or try to control the narrative, or you know, that type of energy. And there's no one's like limitations or restrictions, right? It's like you know, that type of energy here. This opens up like another flow, right? Like, or more of a flow. Yeah, because it's like you're releasing some sort of binding or being bound to this energy, or maybe this family, or, you know, maybe just certain people. Okay, tell me about this, what's healing with this pretty woman? Chakras, hello. Yeah, you're certainly getting aligned here. Protection. This is also you feeling safe, right? Exactly. Exactly, because this situation over here really did not do well on that safety, right? On feeling safe here. And it's funny because this, you know, Biggie Smalls in this card is wearing, there's a lot of red here, the root chakra, okay? All right, what's healing? Pretty woman, chakras, protection, karmic femme. So that makes sense here with this, you know, this pretty woman, right? Like she was a lady of the night, and that's not necessarily saying that, you know, that's I'm not judging anyone that you know does that, right? But you know, I don't know. It could be considered karmic energy. Again, I'm not judging anyone. You know, you got to do what you got to do type energy, but they, you know, that could be like come from a lower vibrational thing. So there could be certain things that are tied into maybe your own personal karmic energy, right? That you know, I feel like we all go through it, right? We all we do in order to like come out of it, right? So that we can understand others and be relatable, and you know, that type of energy here. So but that's what this feels like, is there's something that's tied into maybe a couple chakras, right? Maybe this, again, with this blue here, your throat chakra, okay? With this karmic energy. Now, it could also be, too, this karmic feminine could be tied in with this godfather energy, okay? Now, you could have very well picked up on this karmic energy, and you know, maybe at a young age associated as yourself, and you know, that type of energy. And I don't know, but there's something there, right? Where even if this is someone outside of you, there's this energy, you know, is a part of you somehow. And it doesn't have to be like Lady of the Night energy, right? It doesn't have to be that at all, right? I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just picking up on this energy of like, we all made mistakes in the past, right? And there's could be somebody that's still kind of holding those over you, or using those to kind of control the narrative. And because you're healing from these mistakes, right, you're aligning and things like that, you know, this person cannot control the narrative. They have to give you your space. They have to, you know, whatever it is, they have to walk away. They can no longer continue to try to place this judgment on you because you have been, released from something, or you're releasing yourself from something here. Yeah. So you could also very much be forgiving this karmic feminine energy, but again, there were some energetic cords. Okay. All right. So what's imperative for you to know with the Isley brothers, please? What's imperative for the collective to know with the Isley brothers? When I looked up, it was 30-30. Karmic masculine. Okay. Okay, so it's imperative for you to know, okay, that there is a karmic masculine that has their eye on you. They may just kind of want to get in bed, right? They may just want to bang, possibly. What's imperative for the collective to know? Isley brothers, karmic masculine. Mentally and emotionally unstable. Boss at the bottom of the deck. This is, with somebody could be not honest about their energy, or I don't know, you may have picked up on this, but you may be questioning yourself. Tell me more about this. What's imperative for the collective to know? The Isley brothers, karmic masculine, mentally and emotionally unstable. The Isley brothers might be significant when it comes to this masculine energy. Yeah, we have divination coming out. Somebody could be involved in some sort of divination, emotional pain. Somebody's experiencing karma, okay? You may be intuitively picking up on that. Yeah. Yeah, you may know that somebody is a flying monkey. It's imperative for you to know. Yes, you're correct, okay? Showing up specifically a karmic masculine energy doesn't have to be. Yeah, you're in your North Node energy. You can trust yourself, okay? I heard I wish you would. I wish you would. Okay. The divine's not going to let you miss out on anything. Because I feel like if some of you are like, overthinking some sort of, intuitive, I don't know. Some of you may have already cut this person off, right? You may have already got some sort of intuitive hit and you're like, out of here, right? This person's watching you. They're very sad. They're very sad. But some of you, this person's still around and you may be kind of doubting any intuitive hits that you've had about this person because it's like, I don't know. For whatever reason. It's almost like questioning yourself. Like, why do I, am I projecting this? Or is, you know what I mean? Like something like that. It's like that type of energy. I feel like it's coming from a space of like compassion for the other person rather than necessarily doubting yourself. But yeah, you're exactly correct about where somebody's coming from. Okay? You're exactly correct. Okay, there's a reason why I feel like some of you just you're moving past, like you've brought yourself so far. And I feel like it's been hard for you to recognize that or really kind of see that, like the big picture of the whole thing. Okay, but I think that there's something healing within you. It has to do with this manipulation or this like overpowering energy or this like controlling energy. Okay, especially I feel like maybe when it comes into like finances and how you hold yourself, how you love yourself, like that type of energy. There's a space where it's like this is healing. I totally lost my track of thought. Dang, where did that go? It just left. It was just gone. But it's like where this is healing, right? And oh, and you're gonna be like straightening your crown, right? Like there, it's like you haven't seen the progress. Thank you. My goodness, where did that go, and why did it take so long to come back? I'm sorry, guys. So, anyways, um, it's taken you. You've worked really hard. But you've been in it. So there's something about seeing the bigger picture, and this helps you to kind of stand up a little bit more straight, right? Straighten that crown, and and this may also help you to see through something here. But yeah, this is kind of what's going on this week. I like this energy. There's a lot of growth here. It feels good. It feels positive. It feels like very much moving forward. Feels abundant for sure. Okay, but yeah, this is what's going on. Anyways, if you need anything from me, that's in the description box below. I love you guys so much.